Part 2 of Heart of Darkness continues about 8 miles from Marlow's destination at the interstation, where the manager wants to stop until morning. By morning, there's a heavy fog, and a loud, desolate cry, a complaining clamor, cuts the silence, as if the mist itself had screamed. Contemplating the possibility of attack, Marlow hauls in the chain so that the steamboat can move ahead if necessary. The whites are uneasy, but the headman of the cannibals has a plan. In broken English, he says, "Catch him. Give him to us. Eat him." Marlow says he would have been horrified, except he knows how hungry that crew is. The Congolese crew members have only had some rotting hippo meat to eat that they brought along with them, and a few pieces of brass wire to trade for food at trading posts that don't exist. The fog lifts, they head upriver, and the steamer is attacked by arrows. Marlow makes out naked breasts, arms, legs, glaring eyes, a swarm of human limbs in movement. The pilgrims respond with a fusillade of rifle fire, and the bush began to howl. The helmsman is struck by a spear and lies dying at Marlow's feet. When he dies, Marlow says, "I suppose Mr. Kurtz is dead as well by this time." Marlow then admits his extreme disappointment that he won't get to talk with Mr. Kurtz. This reflection prompts another flash forward, in which Marlow recalls how everything belonged to Kurtz. Marlow hears his voice saying, "My intended, my ivory, my station, my river." Trying to explain how Kurtz was claimed by the powers of darkness, Marlow blames the absence of whispering public opinion. Kurtz wrote a report for the International Society for the Suppression of Savage Customs, which argues that because whites are like supernatural beings to the savages, we can exert an unbounded power for good. The report then ends succinctly: exterminate the brutes. In most cases, Conrad's African natives grunt or scream or speak gibberish. Africans speak in English only twice in Heart of Darkness, the first time in this section when the cannibals talk about catching and eating a human being. Is this so that we readers hear such stereotyped behavior firsthand? We might ask the same question about Conrad's portraits of women in Heart of Darkness. The intended is the only woman who speaks in the novella. Marlow suggests that Kurtz's problem is that he's no longer surrounded by kind neighbors and policemen, the civilized regulators of public opinion that keep out the powers of darkness. But when Marlow says that all Europe contributed to the making of Kurtz, he identifies Kurtz, his possessiveness and his violence, not as an aberration, but as an inevitable product of a Eurocentrist imperialist mentality.